All right, friends, wish you a very good evening. My name is Sanjay Singh, and you're all welcome to this webinar, which is aptly titled More Customer Per Customer. So, for all those of you who are joining us from YouTube, you're welcome. And all those of you
All right, friends,
who are
wish you
there
a
with
very
me,
good evening. My name is Sanjay Singh, and you're all welcome to this webinar, which is aptly titled More Customer Per Customer. So, for all those of you who are joining us from YouTube, you're welcome. And all those of you. All right, friends.
All right, small technical hitch there. We had the YouTube running parallelly on my computer, so I think everything is set now. So we move on with the topic of today, which is more customer per customer. And as you all join me today here, friends, I'm sure all of you would be always, you always keep on wondering that what do we do in these lockdown times where everyone is locked down in their house, they're not able to go out, meet their customers, they're not able to make new calls. So what exactly do you do? I mean, how do you really try and create more business? How do you create cash liquidity for your business? How do you bring more business into your enterprise? And to be addressing that and many more such topics, friends, I would like to quickly share my screen with all of you so that I could show you the presentation that we have done for this occasion. More customer per customer. All right, good. People are still coming in, so let me just admit them inside the room. जी हाँ दोस्तों, more customer per customer. और यह मसला क्या है? What exactly are we talking about? How do we get more customers out of one customer? And it's a no-brainer, friends. We want to discuss in these lockdown times when it's not possible to go and meet a new customer, when it's not at all possible to kind of go and establish relationship with a new customer, can we not go and meet, or can we not talk to our old customers and see as to how we could drive more business from there? And that is what is the real topic that we are trying to cover today. And it's very important for all of us to understand that in these lockdown times, you know, around 3 months back when there was no lockdown, as a sales consultant, I always used to tell my clients and their sales team, why don't you go out and meet people? And then the salesman used to tell me that, sir, appointment milega tabhi to jaunga, sir. I want to talk to the customer before I go. Sir, I'm trying to establish a relationship with the customer. Sir, phone pe ho jata hai. Now that we are in a lockdown condition, most salespeople say, no, I want to go out. I want to go out and meet people. Oh my God. Sometime back, you were able to do a lot of your work on phone. Now, suddenly, because of lockdown, many of us have started believing that no, nothing can happen on the phone. सोचने वाली बात है दोस्तों. ये जो मसला है, you can see that we are saying that one egg will lead to multiple chicks in sales. So it's just a kind of metaphor where we are trying to say that in sales, it's possible to get more customers from one customer. So it's possible to have more chicks out of the same egg, is what I'm trying to say. Now, when I say this, what do I really mean? What do I really connote? Am I trying to talk about reference selling, where I get more customers out of references from my existing customers? Okay, that is one aspect of what we're going to discuss today. So am I talking about how can I sell more to the same customer? So am I talking about things like cross-selling, things like upselling, things like more billing to the same customer? Yes, I also want to talk about that. So how am I able to take out more billing from the same customer is the context of our discussion today. And I think it's very relevant because in today's time, when business is all locked down, factories are shut down, vendors are not working, management is a huge, huge issue. In such times, we need to devise ways and means of how do we really take things to the next level. All right. So दोस्तों आज हम इसके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे. So for all of you, I just want to set out, there are two ways in which you can talk to me. So during the course of the webinar, there is a chat box in your Zoom. So if you want to ask me any question, just go to the chat box, write your question, and I'll be able to see them. And from time to time, I'll be answering your questions. All right. And if you want to give me a reaction, like you have a thumbs up reaction, you have a clap reaction. So I'm sure you can see that on your screen. So these are the two ways in which you can talk to me. So just to ensure that आप लोग सबको chat box दिख गया है, can you just give me a hello on the chat box? Hello on the chat box, so that I know that all of you know where is the chat box. And as I move on, you are going to talk through in the chat box. Okay, fantastic. Ashutosh Sinha, Nishchay Sinha, Sanjay Agarwal, Varun Dhanuka. Thank you so much. Shubham Deshpande, Manish, Priyanshu, Sarvesh Pathak. Thank you so much. So we are already around 26 of us on the Zoom here, and I'm sure many more on the YouTube link that we are beaming this live. So thank you very much for joining us, friends. Now that it is set, we know that you know where's the chat box. We know how we take it forward. Let's take the discussion forward. And right at the beginning of the program, I want to introduce this concept of lifetime value of the customer. What is your customer's LTV? Do you appreciate the fact that a customer has got a lifetime value? मेरा कहने का मतलब क्या है कि अगर मैंने एक ग्राहक को 1 लाख रुपए की बिलिंग की है, एक प्रोडक्ट बेचा है, तो I am sure this is not the last billing that I am going to do with this customer. There are many more billings that I am going to do with this customer. तो उसके जिंदगी के कार्यकाल में, in his life, what is the potential of my billing to that customer is what I call lifetime value of customer. जी हाँ दोस्तों, अगर आपके ग्राहक का लाइफटाइम वैल्यू आपको पता नहीं होगा, तो how are you going to plan, how are you going to strategize to monetize that lifetime value? अगर आपको ये पता ही नहीं है कि आपके ग्राहक क्या लाइफटाइम वैल्यू देने वाले हैं आपको, so how will you know that how much you are going to achieve from this customer? It's important to know what is the lifetime value. Or just to quickly explain to you what is the lifetime value, I would like to take the screen to you. So I hope that the screen is visible to all of you. So can you go to the chat box and write screen? Can you go to the chat box and write screen for me, please? Okay, thank you so much. All right, wonderful. So screen is visible. My audio, video is visible, all set. People are still coming in. I hate them for being late, but I can't tell them get lost. So I have to induct them in. All right, wonderful, wonderful, great. Great, so all of you can see my screen. My audio and video is clear to you. All right, friends, on the screen, I am introducing a concept called lifetime value. And in this lifetime value, there is a formula. You can see on the screen that there is a formula. Let me just mute all of you because some of you have not kept your sound on mute and I'm getting a disturbance. All right, cool. So there is something called a lifetime value of customer. Now, what is the lifetime value of customer? Lifetime value of customer is equivalent to single sale average, which means average value of a transaction multiplied by repeat transactions average multiplied by retention period. फिर से एक बार समझाता हूं दोस्तों, lifetime value of customer mathematically calculate करने के लिए you have to first calculate what is the single sale average. यानी कि औसत रूप में जब ग्राहक आपके साथ बिलिंग करता है तो उसकी औसत वैल्यू क्या रहती है? What is the average value of a transaction of a typical customer for you? That's the first point. The second point is repeat transactions average. यानी कि if the customer is going to have multiple transactions with you, then what is the average value of those multiple transactions? So for example, if suppose I'm into selling of abrasives, so we have some people from Grindmaster Aurangabad here. So I'm just trying to take some example of Grindmaster machines. So suppose someone has sold a deburring machine to a customer. Normally machinery sale बेच के लोग बोलते ठीक है machine की sale हो गई, it's a one time sale. But no, once the deburring machine is sold, then I'm sure there will be a lot of consumables that you're going to add there. I'm sure there are a lot of other avenues of billing to the customer. So in the course of next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever you feel is the lifetime of the customer, within the course of that lifetime, what is the average value of transaction? That is the second point, friends. So lifetime value of customer is equivalent to single sale average multiplied by repeat transactions average multiplied by retention period. And retention period, I mean that how long can the customer be retained in your system? Because there are many occasions where the customer leaves you, right? We'll talk about that separately. So for those of you who have come slightly late, I request you to please put your sound on mute and please put your videos off because your sound, if it is not on mute, it disturbs everyone in the room. So let's maintain the decorum. Yeah, T.R. Subramaniam, Navneet Jain, you have come slightly late. Please put your sound on mute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So what we have discussed till now, that there is a lifetime value of customer. And the lifetime value of customer is calculated like this. So lifetime value of customer is equal to single sale average multiplied by repeat transactions average multiplied by retention period. Fantastic. Let's take it forward and ask yourself this question: what is the average transaction value in your case? Right? So let's take some examples. So we have some people from Grindmaster Aurangabad. I'm sorry, Grindmaster Aurangabad. So Mr. Santosh Gorade, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Santosh. If you could quickly introduce yourself and then give me the answer of this question, that what is the average transaction value in your case?
Around 10,000.
Come again?
10,000.
10,000. Okay, so Santosh Gorade. Okay, just mute yourself. Just mute yourself. So Santosh Gorade, he works from Grindmaster Aurangabad, and Grindmaster is a company which makes a lot of machinery which is to do with the polishing, deburring industry. And he says that on an average, his transaction value is 10,000. I doubt, because I don't think his machine value is 10,000. So Santosh, if you're going to sell, let's say 10 machines in a year or 5 machines in a year to 5 different customers, I'm sure your average transaction value will go up.
I talked about consumable abrasive.
How much?
I talked about consumable, abrasive consumable.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Santosh. Go on mute. So Santosh says that in his consumable business, his average transaction value is 10,000. Okay, perfect. We also have some people from JJ Plast Alloys, Dahej in Gujarat and Gwalior. I'm sorry, Banaras. So can someone, can I speak to Mr. Varun Pathak? Mr. Varun Pathak, are you there?
Sir, Vaibhav Pathak or Varun?
Okay, Vaibhav Pathak. I'm sorry. So Mr. Vaibhav Pathak, what do you think is the average transaction value in your case? And just introduce yourself so that everyone knows what is your business.
Yeah, hi everyone. I am Vaibhav Pathak from JJ Plast Alloys. I look after export here. We manufacture master batches and we export to more than 35 countries in the world.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, sir, average transaction value depends on the in our case depends on the product. If it is color, then it would be approximately $35,000. If it is filler, then approximately $12,000.
All right, thank you very much, Vaibhav, for that answer. And that is precisely why I asked this question, because most of us would be selling multiple products. And most of us, the products would be of different price range. Like Grindmaster said, consumable average value is 10,000, machinery average value is maybe 10 lakhs. Like Mr. Weber says that color master batch, maybe $35,000, but filler master batch, maybe $10,000. No problem. So when you calculate the average transaction value, you actually sum up the invoices of the entire period and divide it by the number of transactions. That's how you get the average transaction value. So we don't want average transaction value of one product. We want average transaction value of the entire business. All right. So if you have got that, please give me on the chat box. Got it? Just write average ATV. Just write ATV. And I understand that you have understood what is ATV. Average transaction value. Okay, perfect, perfect, great, wonderful. So we have Danesh Watchmaker. Thank you very much. Nishchay Sinha, Vishal Singh, Priyanshu, Navin Shekhar. Okay, wonderful. All of them are there. Thank you very much, friends. We're all building up in number. Okay, all right. So that's simple. Average transaction value we have calculated. Now, what is your repeat transaction value? And why are we doing all this? Just to remind you, we are trying to calculate the lifetime value of customer, and lifetime value of customer, I need the average transaction value, and I also need the repeat transaction average. Okay, fantastic. So what is your repeat transaction value? Wonderful. So let me talk to someone there in the group called Nishchay Sinha. Nishchay, can you unmute yourself? Nishchay, can I read you?
Yeah, hi Sanjay.
Hi Nishchay. Nishchay, please introduce yourself, and I just want you to answer that question.
Hello everybody, my name is Nishchay. I work for Metlock Pvt Ltd. We are into manufacturing of adhesives and sealant solutions, and we cater to all the major OEMs in the country.
All right, Nishchay, you're welcome. So Nishchay is into the business of adhesives, and he caters to a lot of industry like footwear and so many other industries wherever adhesives are required, if I understand it correctly.
Yes.
So Nishchay, what is your repeat transaction value? In the sense that when you make one customer, what are the repeat transactions that you're going to get from the customer? So if you have sold, like, let's say 1,000 liters of adhesives to one customer, the next lot of 1,000 liters that you sell to him is not a repeat transaction. It is the next transaction. Am I clear to you?
Yes. Okay.
All right. So if that is the next transaction, then what are the possibilities of repeat transactions in your business?
As in a new product coming in, a new product given to him. If I supply 1,000 liters, the next transaction is again 1,000 liters for the next, whenever the product expires.
It could be 1,000, it could be 800, depending on the requirement. But as long as you're supplying the same product next time, I will call it repeat transaction. I will call it next transaction. I'll not call it a repeat transaction.
So once the share of business is determined, the repeat transaction remains the same of 1,000 liters till a particular period of time.
All right. So that's on that stage. Let me just take you to the next level. Let us look at when will this customer bill me next time? You know, this is a question which I want each one of you to ask yourself, that when is this customer going to bill you for the next time? And what are the reasons for which this customer will be billing you again? So let's quickly look at some of the reasons. All reasons may not be applicable to everyone, but let's understand what could be the possible reasons where the customer will bill you next time, not for the next transaction, but something related to the same transaction. So first opportunity for billing to the customer is sale of consumables. All right. So especially people who are supplying machineries, especially people who are supplying some machine parts. So there will be a lot of consumables which will be required. For example, if Grindmaster sells a machine, then, I mean, someone can, Grindmaster, can you come out? Mr. Sudhanshu Kumar from Grindmaster, can you just unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
So Sudhanshu, you are welcome to this training program. My question to you is that when you sell a machine, what are the consumables that are required on your machine?
Sir, we sales machine in different industry. So generally
so suppose you are selling a polishing machine in the home appliance segment. So for that polishing machine, what will be the consumables required?
It would be, sir, abrasive belts, contact wheel,
right,
and machine small parts which can be wear in a particular time.
Right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much, Sudhanshu. Thank you very much. Just mute yourself. So Nishay, coming back to you, in your business, do you see the sale of any kind of consumables once you've supplied adhesives to a customer?
Yes, we do. I mean, the adhesive also goes with the machinery or any type of bottles, caps,
Right.
etc. So yeah, that is
Perfect.
always there.
Perfect. So what I'm trying to drive here, friends, is that when you make a sale of, let's say, 1 lakh of rupees, X rupees of consumable sale is determined by default. तो अगर आपने 1 लाख रुपए का बिलिंग किया है किसी ग्राहक को, तो उस 1 लाख के बिलिंग के साथ में मान लीजिए कि 10,000 रुपए का कंज्यूमेबल डिफाइन हो गया. इसमें आपने कुछ नहीं किया. ये मोर कस्टमर पर कस्टमर अपने आप बनेगा, प्रोवाइडेड you have got clear answers to these questions. What are the questions? When and what are the consumables that I'm going to supply? How are you going to reach out to the customer on the due date that he needs that consumables? And is this process automated? मैं आपको एक बड़ा अच्छा सा एग्जांपल देता हूं दोस्तों. हमारे एक ग्राहक हैं अजमेरा टायर्स, और वो लोग टायर्स बेचते हैं. तो when they sell a tire, we find out from the customer as to what is the average running of the car per day. And if the customer says कि on an average I run around 50 kilometers in a day, तो कंप्यूटर हिसाब लगा लेता है कि महीने का 1500 किलोमीटर ये गाड़ी चलेगा. और उनको मालूम है कि मेरी एक टायर 40,000 किलोमीटर तक चलती है, तो वो 40,000 को 1500 से डिवाइड कर देंगे, and whatever the amount number of months they'll get, that is the month when the tire change is due. And then we have created an automated system through which the system will remind the shop manager कि किसके टायर का ड्यू डेट कब आ गया है. अगर हम सेम एग्जांपल निश्चय सर के साथ में लें, तो once Nishay sells 1,000 liters of adhesives to a customer, and he knows that for these 1,000 liters of adhesives he's going to supply 1,000 bottles, then those 1,000 bottles will be required on what date? Is it after 1 month? Is it after 2 months? Is it after 3 months? If this intelligence is fed into a system, and if the system can remind you on the due date, then you have kind of automated more customer per customer through consumables. All right. So if you have understood what I meant by consumable, just write C in the chat box, and I know that you have understood consumables. Is there anyone in this chat room who feels that consumable is not applicable in his business? All right, very good. So I have Mr. Mayank Jain, Mr. Navneet Jain. You're all welcome, my friends. I have Watchmaker, you're welcome. Please tell me if any one of your business, you do not find this concept of consumable sales suitable, so that we could answer your question, friends. And I quickly move on to the next step, which is maintenance. So the moment I start dealing with a customer, I immediately have an amount called maintenance. And maintenance will come in preventive maintenance, reactive maintenance, right? So preventive maintenance will come in the form of AMCs, annual maintenance contracts, and reactive maintenance is what I call breakdown maintenance. So the question you need to ask here is how much in the next X months? So if I ask you, so let me ask someone. So Mr. Kim Singh from Grindmaster, are you there, Mr. Kim Singh? Kim Singh तक मेरी आवाज नहीं पहुंच रही है? नहीं, Kim Singh खफा है, बात नहीं करना चाहते. Okay, no problem. Mr. Sanjay Lehekar from Grindmaster. Sanjay Lehekar, am I reaching you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Sanjay, could you quickly introduce yourself so that I could ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm Sanjay here from Grindmaster. Yeah.
What product do you sell?
Sir, actually, we are selling abrasives. We
Okay,
have
fantastic.
we have two divisions in Grindmaster: machine division and abrasive division.
Right.
So we are from abrasive divisions. Yes.
Right. So now, Sanjay, please tell me that when you're selling abrasives to any client, then is there any billing possible from that client on account of AMC, on account of reactive maintenance? Is there any possibility?
No, sir. AMC, that is not possible in abrasives business.
Okay. And is there any reactive maintenance required?
No, sir. In machine, we can do that. But
okay. Fantastic, fantastic. So in machinery, you can do that because you're yourself supplying consumables. So in consumable supply, it's not applicable.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we have people from JJ Plast Alloys. You're also selling consumables. You're selling master batches. So I think maintenance will not apply in your case. So those people who are selling capital goods will be incurring maintenance cost. All right, let's move to the next point, empowerment. So the moment I make a customer, the next opportunity to build that customer is through empowerment. And what do I mean by empowerment? I will provide training program for the customer. So some of my training will be FOC and some of my training will be paid training. And some of my training will be domain knowledge expertise training, which means that अगर मैं ग्राइंड मास्टर का हूं और मैं एब्रेसिव्स को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से समझता हूं तो once in a while I can conduct a webinar on abrasives technology and what are the do's and don'ts in using abrasives and things like that, and I can invite my customers to participate in that. I either invite them free of charge or I charge some money for it. Do you think that empowerment is also an opportunity to build my customer? Think about it. I'll come back to you on that. And the fourth opportunity to build a customer is when you want to sell the next upgrade product to him. So suppose you have sold this mobile to me and now a new upgrade has come and you want to push the new upgrade to me. That whole process is known as upgrade selling. All right. So generically, I have tried to list down the 4 possibilities for any salesman to build a customer, the same customer. I'm not talking about acquiring a new customer. I'm saying वही पुराने ग्राहक को उसी पुराने ग्राहक को बिल करना है. So these are the 4 different opportunities for me. Okay. Now, are you programmed to build a customer for these 4 opportunities? Because now you're sitting in a lockdown condition. आप घर पे बैठे हैं. अभी आप किसी नए ग्राहक को मिलने जाएंगे या नया रिश्ता बनाने जाएंगे. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it is that much more difficult. But what about my existing customers? अगर मैं existing customers को फोन करता हूं और दुआ सलाम करने के बाद आपसी भाईचारा कोविड-19 की थोड़ी सी बातचीत करने के बाद अगर मैं कंज्यूमेबल्स के बारे में बात करूं, and some of you might say कि सर उसकी फैक्ट्री भी बंद है तो वो भी कंज्यूमेबल नहीं लेना चाहता है. नो प्रॉब्लम, अभी नहीं लेना चाहता है, बट जब भी फैक्ट्री खुलेगी तब तो लेगा. मुझे जायजा तो मिलेगा कितने कंज्यूमेबल्स हैं, क्या स्टॉक है उसका और क्या होना चाहिए वगैरह वगैरह. I'm sure we can work on that. If some of you are supplying machineries, then you can also look at the option of maintenance. In fact, maintenance is a great option right now क्योंकि most of the factories are closed and वापस से factory जब चालू होगी 1 महीने के बाद 2 महीने के बाद there will be small maintenance issues in those machines because when the machines are running, they run on its momentum, but when you stop it to restart it, there are a lot of maintenance required. Again, in these lockdown conditions, you can call your old customers, organize free training programs for them on the webinar, or even organize paid training program for them on the webinar. If you have subject matter expertise, अगर आप महारत हो अपने product का, अपने subject का, अगर आप खुद महारत नहीं भी हो, but if you can organize a professional whose core competency is your product, I'm sure if you organize training programs in these times, you are going to get some billing from the customer. मैं तो दिन भर वही कर रहा हूं दोस्तों, and I can guarantee you that if you do it in a constructive way, you are also going to hit gold there. The next one is upgrade. So the question that you have to ask is, when will your product become obsolete? How will customer know about it? And who will build the upgrade? देखिए दोस्तों, इस स्क्रीन में जो 4 चीजें मैंने आपको बताई हैं, ये 4, these 4 things translate into 4 different funnels. And these 4 different funnels should be automated in my sales process so that it keeps on billing me continuously. If it doesn't keep on billing me continuously, I will not be able to make any kind of cash liquidity in these lockdown times. So how will these funnels be designed? So I'll have a funnel called consumables if it is applicable. जैसे JJ Plast Alloy वालों के केस में शायद consumable applicable नहीं है, Grindmaster के केस में applicable है, Metlock के केस में applicable है, right? Similarly, there are other people in the thing. As we talk to them, we will know about their industry. Has anyone asked me any question? Let me go to the chat box and find out. All right, no questions from me till now. All right, guys, please put your questions there. Okay, thank you. TR Subramanian says AMC after 1 year. Yes, TR, you're right. AMC after 1 year is one of the opportunities to build. So now the question is, देखिए ज्ञान तो बहुत है, शायद जो बातें मैं कर रहा हूं theoretically आपको पता भी है. So I'm not talking any rocket science. But now what I'm saying is, have you translated the 4 opportunities to earn money from an existing customer into a funnel? And can you mathematically forecast how much money you are going to get from each of these funnels 1 month down the line, 2 months down the line, 10 months down the line, 1 year down the line? If no, it means that all the knowledge is remaining theoretically in your mind. So the 4 funnels are, one is consumable funnel. So you should be able to tell me how many rupees per month you're going to go get week-wise, month-wise, quarter-wise through this funnel. Then maintenance, how many rupees per month you're going to get through AMC and breakdown maintenance, that is second funnel. How many rupees you're going to get from organizing training programs for your customer, that is the third funnel. And how much money you're going to get by upgrading your customer to the next model, to the next version, the next product. All right, Santosh Gorade, please mute your sound because your sound is coming. Santosh, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Santosh. All right, good. So friends, if you have understood these 4 funnels, can you please go to the chat box and write 4 funnels for me? 4F. If you have understood the 4 funnels, just write 4F for me. Thank you very much, Vaibhav, Nishchay, fantastic, Suvishal, Danesh Watchmaker, Sarvesh Pathak, Ashwin Kumar Keshri. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, wonderful. My God, you guys are really fast here. I always feel so excited to be talking to people on this webinar mode. This COVID-19 has done wonderful to me. It's so awesome, so energetic. I feel so energetic to be talking to all of you on this webinar mode. All right, someone has gone and written on my screen 4F. That guy must be a naughty boy in the school. Oh, thank you. Don't disturb my screen, man. Write 4F in the chat box. Thank you, whoever that was. Thank you so much. So 4F is the 4 funnels which will help me build a kind of funnel through which I can get more customer per customer. All right, fantastic. तो दोस्तों अभी तक हमने क्या देखा? हमने लाइफ टाइम वैल्यू की इक्वेशन देखी. लाइफ टाइम वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू सिंगल ट्रांजैक्शन एवरेज वैल्यू, जो कि हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया था. फिर हमने रिपीट ट्रांजैक्शन एवरेज वैल्यू, and we just discussed that there are 4 methods through which you can get repeat transactions from the same customer. And now we are talking about retention period. So हमने आगे बात की कि average transaction value rupees X per transaction, then repeat transaction value is rupees Y per customer, and this can come through these 4 methods. All right. So having done that, we create 4 different funnels, and इस 4 funnel से जो आमदनी मुझे आएगी उसे मैं rupees Y गिनता हूँ. Okay, very good. And next we are talking about customer loyalty. क्योंकि हमारे lifetime value of equation में third point was retention period. और retention period कहाँ से आएगा? How am I going to retain my customer for a longer duration of time? Because there are so many options in the market. There are so many new manufacturers, there are so many new traders, new suppliers, new importers from China and everywhere else in the world, that to assume that you are supplying quality products and you are supplying at a great price, to assume कि product की quality अच्छी होगी, price अच्छा होगा, तो customer retained रहेगा आपके system में, ये आज की दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी बेवकूफी होगी। जी हाँ दोस्तों, to assume that the customer will stay loyal to you just because you sell a wonderful product at a great price, I can guarantee you that you must be the most foolish person on earth today. Your great product and great price is a prerequisite for doing the transaction, but that's not a stamp, that's not a seal to ensure that customer will stay loyal to you. You need to have a customer loyalty program. बिकॉज मैं ऐसे बहुत सारे स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस को जानता हूं दोस्तों, जो हमेशा इस बात की कहानी बताते हैं कि सर हम ईमानदारी से काम करते हैं, सर हम ईमानदारी से अपनी प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं और हम ईमानदारी से उचित भाव पे अपना सामान बेचते हैं। अच्छी बात है, आप सारा काम ईमानदारी से करते हो, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन सिर्फ इस ईमानदारी के बदले में ग्राहक आपका लॉयल्टी दिखाएगा, ये बिल्कुल सही नहीं है, ऐसा होता नहीं, ऐसा होना चाहिए बट ऐसा होता नहीं है। सो डोंट लीव लॉयल्टी टू चांस, ऑलवेज guarantee loyalty for yourself by running a customer loyalty program. All right, very good. So let us quickly talk to a few people and see what kind of customer loyalty program do they run. Okay, good. Let me just quickly go and see through the participants and let me select someone. All right, so Navneet Jain. Navneet Jain, can you unmute yourself?
Hi Sanjay.
Hi Navneet. Good evening, and so nice to see you on this webinar.
Thanks.
So could you quickly introduce what business you're into for the benefit of the people so that I could ask you this question?
Yeah, sure. I'm in two different type of business. First is a wealth management that comes to stock broking, mutual funds, derivatives, all type of insurance, life, non-life. Lately, 10 years back, I started in minerals, trading of minerals, that is particularly quartz and selemonite, which are used in steel industries and other industries also. Thank you.
All right, fantastic, Navneet. Thank you very much. So let's take your wealth management business for context right now. So do you have any customer loyalty program for your customers right now?
No such, frankly.
So मतलब आप अपना बेहतरीन सर्विस देते हैं और कोशिश करते हैं कि बेहतरीन कीमत पे अदा करें अपनी सर्विस, और आप ये एज्यूम करते हैं कि ग्राहक आपका वफादार रहेगा. Do I understand you correctly?
I understand, but to your question, we do remain in touch, like you said before. इस period में, इस COVID-19 period में, we do contact customers regularly, though because of some have investment concern because of the incomes, but I remain in touch with them just to say hello and hi and to remind them of investment. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Navneet. So gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat room, in the webinar room here, there you heard Mr. Navneet Jain, who is one of the leading investment and wealth managers of the city, and who says that he stays in touch with the customer. That's wonderful. To stay in touch with the customer is wonderful. But now, you see, COVID-19 ने दुनिया में बहुत सारी irreversible changes ले आई है. कुछ चेंजेस तो रिवर्सिबल है, लेकिन दोस्तों कुछ चेंजेस इरिवर्सिबल है, और एक इरिवर्सिबल चेंज जिसका सामना हम सब लोगों को करना पड़ेगा, that is that slowly you will have to learn how to deal with invisible customers. See, as long as you can see your customer, you will be able to go there, you will be able to meet there, you will be able to establish your public relation, you'll be able to do all that cajoling effect. But if you have to deal with invisible, and what do I mean by dealing with invisible customers? ये दुनिया एक global marketplace हो गई है. With COVID-19, more and more businesses are coming online. So I'm sure wealth management as a business will also come online, where there'll be a lot of brokers online, a lot of brokers offering wealth management solutions online. So finally, it will lead to a scenario, Navneet, where you will be talking to customers without knowing their personal credentials or without having their phone numbers or without knowing their addresses. Right. And the customer will decide whether you're a great wealth manager or not. Just a case in point, and we can always discuss that point offline. But यहाँ हमारे मुद्दे की बात ये है कि customer loyalty को don't leave it to chance. Have a strong, robust customer loyalty program. And what does a customer loyalty program mean? It means that there is a way through which you redeem the loyalty which a customer shows to you. So if a customer is continuously buying products from you, if a customer is continuously buying consumables from you, they're continuously taking your services for preventive maintenance and stuff like that, there has to be a way in which you redeem that jazba. You know, a lot of the time people say, अरे वो बहुत बड़ा आदमी है, अरे वो बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है, अरे उनको थोड़ी कुछ चाहिए, अरे मैं कोई देने लेने की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ दोस्तों. There has to be a loyalty program where either you do a redemption through points or you do redemption. I know of a company which organizes a free training program, which is technical training for its customers every month. Like let's say Grindmaster. If Grindmaster can organize a free training by calling an expert on abrasives management for all their customers once in a month, this is also a kind of loyalty program. Because you're not going to charge for it, and you're going to invite only your loyal customers for this webinar. So think about it, friends. We just have 15 more minutes into this webinar today, and we have discussed three things. We have discussed average transaction value. After that, we discussed repeat transaction value. And now we are discussing customer loyalty. और इन तीन चीजों को जब हम multiply कर देते हैं, so when I multiply my single transaction value, multiplied by repeat transaction value average, multiplied by retention period. So X times Y times Z, I get my lifetime value of a customer. Why is it important to get the lifetime value of a customer? Because unless you know what is the lifetime value of a customer, how will you work towards monetizing it? आपको पता ही नहीं है कि इस ग्राहक से इसके जिंदगी में आप कितना पैसा बना सकते हो, तो आप किस तरीके से फिर अपनी टारगेट सेटिंग करते हैं, किस तरीके से अपनी डिमांड सेटअप करते हो, फोरकास्टिंग करते हो, and how do you really plan as to how you're going to take things forward. So दोस्तों, अगर आपने LTV का कॉन्सेप्ट समझ लिया है, तो on the chat box please write LTV for me, so that I know that you have understood what is LTV. All right, please write LTV. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, good. Fantastic, wonderful. Okay, we have some new people here, so let me just see whether I can talk to them. Oh, Sandeep Kumar Saho is coming now, so late. Okay, I have some new people here. Let me just scroll through them. Okay, so TR Subramaniam. Yes, Mr. Sandeep Sahu. No problem. So, Mr. TR Subramaniam, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sanjay.
All right, TR, you're welcome to this webinar. So I hope you have been following this discussion. So TR, can you please introduce yourself quickly as to what do you do?
Yeah, I'm primarily myself is TR Ramasubramanian. I am actually from an organization called Spinax Info Systems Private Limited, which is a organization which is into ERP solutions for small and medium-sized organizations. Mm-hmm. We provide ERP solutions on SAP B1, SAP platform for small and medium-sized manufacturing companies, that is discrete manufacturing companies, and we also customize it for trading companies also. Plus, we have our own customized ERP also.
All right, thank you, TR. So I can understand that you're into software development and you have a ERP solution for small.
Yeah, we also have other products which we integrate.
No problem. So let us take this one product as an example. Now, whatever you have heard till now, does lifetime value apply in your business and in your product? Are you able to connect to this equation, or do you think that this is something not applicable in your business?
No, yes, partially it is applicable to my kind of like business, but like I have been hearing the like a conversation for some time. It could be most like applicable to manufacturing companies. I mean thinking about this, but yes, but parts of it are certainly relevant to my organization also, my kind of business also. Like, and I appreciate the point which you raised, like loyalty programs, training programs, all those.
So TR, if we go to this funnel, the 4 funnels that we see on the screen.
Yeah.
So which of these funnels is not applicable? Let us take it one by one. And I've specifically taken your example because you represent the service industry, and
Correct.
many people like Navneet Jain is from service industry. I think Watchmaker is from the service industry. So this is an example which I'm taking with you so that all people in the webinar who are from the service industry will know that how does it apply in your business. Thank you so much. So TR Subramaniam, if you take the 4 funnels, then consumable, you feel that consumable is applicable in your business?
No, consumables may not be the only thing which is applicable. Others are applicable
So,
to me.
in your case, I will tell you how consumables are applicable. You just have to change the syntax a bit, because in your case, it will not be consumables, but it will be small micro delta additions into your software. So let's assume that I buy a ERP from you for 10 lakhs of rupees, and within 3 months, I have a delta requirement at my end. And you have an arrangement with me that for all delta requirements, you're going to charge X rupees per hour.
Correct.
So all those small upgrades on the software, ERP software, which you are going to do for me in the next 1 year, is what will categorize under consumables. Okay.
Yeah, you could say that, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to maintenance. So your software goes down, your software has a debug. So there is an AMC that your software must be coming with. But along with AMC, let's assume that your client has changed from, so earlier he was hosting it on a free cloud server. Now he wants to shift to an AWS, Amazon Web Service cloud service. Okay.
Correct.
And if he has to do that, then he has to call you for doing this maintenance, because on his own, he cannot do this shift. Am I right?
Correct.
So these kind of services will come under maintenance. Now there could be an AMC, which is routine maintenance, and there could be these kind of services which will come under breakdown maintenance.
Absolutely correct.
Yes, if you agree. You agree, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Wonderful. So the first funnel was applicable to you. The second funnel is applicable to you. Now quickly moving on to the third funnel, I'm sure that is applicable to you, because as a service industry, there are a lot of opportunities to train your customer. Am I right?
Correct. Absolutely.
And many of these trainings can be charged. Am I right?
Yeah, they definitely do that.
Perfect. And the last funnel, that is upgrade. I mean, software to Hamisha is always open for upgrade. So all the 4 funnels are applicable to you. Why do you feel that they're not applicable to you? And hence, thank you very much, TR, for that demo. So friends, all of you who are in the service industry, please don't feel that it's not applicable to you. Everything is applicable to you. If you have any problem, just get back to me and I'll tell you how it is applicable to you. And quickly, we have 12 more minutes in this webinar, friends. I just want to quickly check out with you. Are you enjoying? Just write E for me on the chat box so I know that you're enjoying. Are you guys enjoying this webinar till now? Just write E. Okay, I get a series of E there. So friends, when you write enjoying, it increases my energy and I get super awesome, super energetic to be talking to all of you.
Sorry, Sanjay, there was a disconnect in the internet.
No problem. Just mute yourself. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So quickly, let's move on to the next. Okay, there are still some questions coming in. Okay, everyone is saying enjoying. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much that you're enjoying, friends. Quickly, let's understand 2 things: cross-selling, reference selling. Cross-selling is one of the terminology where we say that you can do more customer per customer through cross-selling, because when you sell a product which is complementary in buying behavior to the primary product, we call it cross-selling, right? Now, a lot of times, so I always give this example that when a shoe salesman sells a pair of socks or a pair of lace or a pair of polish or a brush, I call it cross-selling. But if a shoe salesman sells another chappal or another sandal, that's not cross-selling, that is upselling. So if you understand what I mean by cross-selling, and I'm sure you have programmed your cross-selling in a way that you can reap more money through this. So cross-selling is another opportunity through which you will get more customer per customer. And quickly moving on to reference selling. I'm sure, Nitin, please mute yourself. Yeah, your sound is disturbing. Thank you so much. I just want to quickly discuss few points on reference selling. The first point on reference selling is, don't ask reference from a customer who doesn't even have a vintage of 6 months in your system. कम से कम 6 महीना पुराना ग्राहक होना चाहिए रेफरेंस मांगने के लिए. कोई कल आपका ग्राहक बना, उसको बोलते साहब रेफरेंस दे दो, you are killing the opportunity to get reference. So don't ask reference from a new customer, क्योंकि अभी वो आपका सर्विस पूरी तरीके से भोगा नहीं है. He doesn't know exactly how good you are, so he may not give you the right references. So vintage of the customer should be more than 6 months. The customer satisfaction index should be 1. That means the customer should be happy with you. He should not be unhappy with you. Always ask for written references and thank the referee. Let me quickly show you what is the reference selling process. टाइम कम है दोस्तों, लेकिन इसी में बहुत सारा काम करना है, क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूं कि ये प्रोग्राम खत्म होने के बाद आप एक्साइटेड अपने वर्क डेस्क पे जाएं और बहुत सारा काम करना चालू करें, बिकॉज मोर कस्टमर पर कस्टमर इज द ऑर्डर ऑफ डे इन दीज कोविड-19 लॉकडाउन टाइम्स. सो रेफरेंस सेलिंग का प्रोसेस कुछ इस तरीके से है. आइडेंटिफाई द रेफरी, मतलब रेफरी यानी जो रेफरेंस देगा आपको, तो रेफरी 6 महीना पुराना होना चाहिए, उसकी कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन इंडेक्स ग्रेटर देन 1 होनी चाहिए. वेरी गुड. आस्क फॉर रिटन रेफरेंस, डोंट से वर्बल रेफरेंस, बिकॉज जब आदमी लिख के रेफरेंस देता है ना, तो वो सोच समझ के अच्छा रेफरेंस देता है. एवी चलते चलते मांग गया आपने रेफरेंस, ही नेवर गिव्स यू गुड रेफरेंस. And written reference doesn't mean a proper official letter on letterhead. It can be a scribble behind a visiting card or just on a paper, but I want you to take a written reference if you feel you want to do reference selling. Even a WhatsApp message can be a good written reference. Then point number 3, meet the referral. Point number 4, thank the referee. Irrespective of whatever is the quality of referral, you must thank the referee. हम में से बहुत बार क्या होता है, अगर रेफरेंस अच्छा नहीं मिला तो जिसने रेफरेंस दिया हम उसको गाली देने लगते हैं कि सर कैसे आदमी के पास भेज दिया आपने, सर 2 घंटे बैठा दिया उसने. नो, irrespective of the quality of reference, always thank the referee, because you want to motivate him, you want to promote him, you want him to feel good to be given reference to you, and then start your sales process with referral selling. So friends, we have discussed in a jiffy as to how you go about doing reference selling. So we discussed cross-selling, we discussed reference selling, and now I'm quickly discussing upselling with you. So when will the present product become obsolete? Because upselling तो तभी होगा ना जब current product उसका obsolete हो जाएगा. So normally ये musical notes आपको screen पे दिख रही हैं, and there are 3 occasions in which the product becomes obsolete for the customer. Option number 1, the user outgrows the present product. Option number 2, usage outgrows the present product. User मतलब आप खुद इतना आगे बढ़ चुके हो कि ये प्रोडक्ट आपके लिए पुराना लग गया. So it could happen in a case of an Apple phone, in case of a car, in case of a machinery, in case of like even JJ Plasterloys people are there. So if I become technically very competent, then maybe I don't want to have a master batch with very high calcium component. Maybe I need a higher polymer component, right? So user outgrows the product. There can be a scenario where usage outgrows the product. So maybe someone is making a cement bag with a very high strength required, and hence the usage has outgrown the product, and hence the earlier supply of master batch becomes obsolete for him. He will himself ask for a newer quality. Or there is some disruption in the market. So these are the 3 ways in which upselling can happen. So we have quickly discussed reference selling, cross-selling, upselling, and LTV, value of the customer, friends. फटाफट मैं आपको एक टाइम मैनेजमेंट शेड्यूल देना चाहता हूं कि कोविड-19 टाइम्स में आप अपने वक्त का मैनेजमेंट कैसे करेंगे। जी हाँ दोस्तों, एलटीवी कस्टमर का एलटीवी को गेन करने के लिए, और इसके बारे में हमने अधिक बात की है, 11 AM to 1 PM 11 बजे से 1 बजे का समय एलटीवी पे काम करने के लिए बेहतरीन समय है। क्रॉस सेलिंग 2 बजे से 4 बजे का समय क्रॉस सेलिंग करने के लिए बेहतरीन है। रेफरेंस सेलिंग 4:30 से 6:30 बजे शाम को रेफरेंस सेलिंग करने का समय बेहतरीन है। और अप सेलिंग के लिए वीकली वंस, हफ्ते में एक दिन अगर आप डेडिकेट करें कि आज मैं सिर्फ अप सेलिंग करूंगा, तो दैट मेक्स अ ग्रेट वीक वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम। सो वी हैव जस्ट डिस्कस अ टाइम मैनेजमेंट शेड्यूल फॉर मोर कस्टमर पर कस्टमर इन कोविड-19 टाइम्स, सिर्फ इस बात के लिए कि आज आप ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम में आए हैं और आपने ये टाइम शेड्यूल को देखा है। सिर्फ मेरे कहने पे आप इस शेड्यूल को एक हफ्ता फॉलो कीजिए और उस एक हफ्ते में क्या रिजल्ट आपको घर बैठे बैठे मिल रही है, मुझसे संपर्क करके मुझे बताइए। आई एम श्योर यू आर इन फॉर अ शॉक इफ यू फॉलो दिस टाइम मैनेजमेंट शेड्यूल विद मी। आई रिपीट फ्रेंड्स, LTV management 2 hours per day, cross selling 2 hours per day, reference selling 2 hours per day, that's 6 hours. 6 घंटे काम करने बोल रहा हूँ दोस्तों, वर्क फ्रॉम होम करके देखिए what kind of result you're going to get from this. All right, Danish Watchmaker says I'll try the schedule. Thank you very much, Danish. That's wonderful of you. And Danish, it's my promise to you that if this schedule is not working for you, you must call me. I'll be sharing my number with you. Must call me back and we'll work on together with the problem. So friends, at the end of the day, there is something called an MCPC index, more customer per customer index. And this index must be 1.25. And why am I saying this? 1.25 factor means that for rupees 100 worth of primary sales, you are able to do rupees 25 worth of MCPC sales. हर 100 रुपया पे 25 रुपए का MCPC होना चाहिए। कैसे होगा? क्रॉस सेलिंग के थ्रू 8% इंक्रीमेंट मिलेगी, रेफरेंस सेलिंग के थ्रू 15% की इंक्रीमेंट मिलेगी, और LTV मोनेटाइजेशन के थ्रू 2 से 5% का इंक्रीमेंट मिलेगा। So this is a framework which I'm sharing with you today. Let us quickly work towards getting this MCPC index of 1.25. So on the chat box, can you quickly write 1.25 so that I know 1.25? All right, 1.25. All right, thank you. So friends, towards the end of today's webinar, we are looking at an MCPC index of 1.25 from all of you happening there. All right, thank you so much. So towards the end of the webinar, I want to tell you that let us count our chickens even before they hatch. अंग्रेजी में कहावत है, don't count your chickens before they hatch. But मैं as a sales trainer कहता हूँ कि let us count our chickens even before they hatch, because I know what is the LTV monetization that is going to happen. I know what is the reference selling I can do. I know what is the cross selling I can do. 8% cross selling, 15% reference selling, 2 to 5% LTV monetization. If my life is so mathematical, and I'm guaranteeing you the efficacy of that mathematics, तो है ना मजे की बात दोस्तों? चलो, अब we can count our chickens even before they hatch. So on that note, friends, I bring an end to today's webinar. My name is Sanjay Singh, and I'm a sales coach, a business performance coach. Those are my credentials on the screen. I'm from Strategic Concepts India Private Limited. You can note down my number and my email ID. Whatever we have spoken today in this webinar, I stand guarantee by it. So any one of you who tries the 4 funnel approach, any one of you who tries reference selling and cross selling and is not able to take things to the next level, officially I'm telling you, please contact me. It is my duty to ensure that you are able to take your business to the next level. So on with those words, friends, thank you so much for coming for today's webinar. We do this Saleskipathshala. We call this program Saleskipathshala every Wednesday from 4 to 5. So coming up on next Wednesday, that is 6th May, same time 4 to 5 p.m. We have this very interesting topic called decoding the customer's mind in COVID-19 times. जी हाँ दोस्तों, संक्षिप्त में आपको आने वाले वेडनेसडे के प्रोग्राम की रूपरेखा बता देता हूं। इस कोविड-19 ने डेफिनेटली दुनिया को दो भाग में बदल दिया है। वन इज प्री कोविड-19, वन इज पोस्ट कोविड-19. So post COVID-19, what are the irreversible changes that is going to happen in the market on buying behavior, on customer loyalty and the sales process? इस टॉपिक पे हम अगले वेडनेसडे के वेबिनार पे चर्चा करेंगे. We'll talk about the likelihood of what are the kind of changes COVID-19 is going to bring in our lives and how these changes are going to affect the sales function. And as a very special feature, because this Wednesday programs, we charge you 500 plus GST, that is 590 rupees. But there has been a huge response on these Wednesday Saleskipathshala webinars. So on a very special case, we are launching this offer to all of you right now. The normal price is 590 inclusive of GST. I have slashed it to 295 for all bookings that we receive till 5:30 p.m. today. जी हाँ दोस्तों, अगले आधे घंटे में अगर आप आने वाले वेडनेसडे के वेबिनार को बुक कर लेते हैं तो आपको सिर्फ 295 रुपीस देना है. And this is the number on which you can Paytm. So go ahead and make use of this advantage. Take this price slash, which is almost a 50% price slash, and book your webinar for the next Wednesday. So that is the topic for next Wednesday, friends. On that note, if any one of you has any questions, I am ready to answer them right now because today we didn't have too many questions. So if you have any questions, just put that in the chat box for me so that I could answer them for you. Otherwise, thank you very much for coming for this webinar. On behalf of my team and Sanjay Singh, that's my name, thank you very much and have a great day and have a wonderful week ahead in trying and understanding how to make more customer per customer. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Good. So I'm staying online here. I'm waiting for questions. If there's any questions that we can answer for them. For those of you who do not have any question, thank you very much for coming for today's webinar. And bye-bye, signing off from my side. All right, I get a thank you from Neeraj Srivastav, Sandeep Singh, TR Subramaniam. Thank you for organizing the webinar. Thank you, TR. Wonderful friends. So Shubham Deshpande says, please repeat LTV monetization. Okay, Shubham, I'll do that for you. So Shubham, if I take you on the screen, so LTV monetization will come out of these 4 funnels. Right, Shubham? Danesh Watchmaker says, thank you very much, Danesh. Thank you so much, Danesh. I don't know what business you're into. Can you write in the chat box, what is your business? Thank you so much for coming, Danesh. All right, so answering question on Mr. Deshpande, that how do you do LTV monetization? So if you can see on the screen, the 4 funnels, and Shubham, if I want to do LTV monetization, I have to prepare the 4 funnels. I have to automate the 4 funnels and ensure that 2 to 5% of increment is coming through these 4 funnels put together. So Shubham, if I've answered your question, can you say yes in the chat box so that I know that I've answered you?
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Shubham. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So great. I don't think there's any more question on the chat box now. So time to say goodbye. Thank you very much, all of you. All those of you who want to register your program for the next Wednesday, do it right now. For the next half an hour, the door is open at 295 rupees. Otherwise, the standard price of 590 per head stands. Thank you so much. Catch you again for my next webinar on next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.